One issue that came up a lot last night at the debate, you might have heard it once or twice. I have a feeling it's going to come up in 2 weeks at the Fox Business Network debate. This issue that we have a lot of regulations, and we have a lot of tax laws and tax rules. And didn't Carly Fiorina pounce on it? Take a look.
Why is it 73,000 pages? Because everyone has stuffed into this tax code special deductions and loopholes and breaks for special interests. That's why we've had over 4,000 adjustments to the tax code since 2001. You can, of course, simplify it to 3 pages. And guess what? If it's a 3-page tax code, you don't need so many IRS agents.
All right, so Herman Cain with us now, the master of the 999 plan, which at first I thought was an emergency number, and then I realized, no, this is brilliant. But Herman, I'm listening to her, and I'm thinking of you, and I'm thinking of 74,000 pages, and she wants to whittle it down to 3. At first I thought you mean 3,000 pages and 74. No, she said 3. Is that doable?
Yes. It implies that she's going to come up with a flat tax approach very similar to Ted Cruz and Ben Carson. She just hasn't specified exactly what it is. Absolutely, she can get it down to 3 pages. The only way she can get it down to 3 pages is to come up with a flat tax, or maybe even with the fair tax, because remember, with the fair tax is fully consumption. Neil, one of the bright spots in the middle of the debate last night was the fact that Carly Fiorina and others were talking about replacing the tax code. That's what I wanted to hear more of. And not just reforming it or tweaking it, but replacing it. That was encouraging to me in the middle of all of the other stuff that went on.
Herman, I know you're a deeply religious man, too, but you got to feel a little bitter, right, personally? I mean, you were like Moses. You were talking about this stuff 4 years ago when no one wasn't, when no one was, and now they're running with it. At the time you were crazy. Now they're tripping over each other on essentially the same thing. The lower the taxes go, the better, the better. Do you feel robbed?
No, I don't, and here's why.
Come on, Herman, talk to me.
Being the religious man that you said I am, and I am, I believe that there's God's plan, and then there's your plan. My plan was to be 999, but God has another plan. So from my perspective, in all honesty, I don't feel robbed. I am elated that they are replacing the tax code on the front burner. Now, here's how we get it across the finish line. We've got to elect a Republican president who will lead the charge. The reason that we've never gotten a flat tax, never gotten a fair tax, is because we didn't have someone in the White House who believed in it. So the encouraging thing is we have enough candidates now who believe it, and hopefully one of the ones that's talking about replacing the tax code will get to the White House.
You know what I think hurt you, Herman?
What's
you
that?
never bragged about working 20-plus years in the fast food industry and never getting fat. And I tell you, that was how many times did I tell you that was a golden thing to seize on, and you didn't do it? Do you regret not taking my advice? Admit it.
Neil, it's just that I get my clothes cut in such a way you can't see the fat areas, okay? You need my tailor.
Oh, man. Well, I've seen you, my friend. I don't know how you did it that long with all that good food to eat, but always good seeing you, Herman.
Lots of good food.
All right, Mr. 999 himself. You got to say, when you agree or disagree, he was way, way, way ahead of this simpler tax system.